Good morning, friends. If you're new here, my name is Candy. I am a mama to 5. On my channel, I share a lot of homeschooling, homesteading, gardening, day in the life, what's for dinner, canning, grocery hauls, all kinds of fun stuff. If you are not already a subscriber, I would love if you would subscribe, stick around, check out some more videos after this one. Are we done? Are we done? Good morning. And if you are already a subscriber, welcome back. Good morning. We are getting our day underway. The vet will be here any minute to check on the baby horse. So we are up and moving and waiting on her to get here. The kids are actually taking mama and baby out of the pen this morning so that the vet can examine her without the other horse or donkey bothering them. And again, I know she is very thin. The person that gave her to us very, very thin. We have been feeding her. They had never told us that there was a possibility of pregnancy. And when she had her first vet exam, they never told us that they thought she could have been pregnant. So it never crossed our minds as we were trying to put weight on her. And if you watched my previous video when baby was born, I had mentioned that.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.
But there's nothing we can do now but do the best we can for the mama and the baby, get the weight on them, get them strong again, and go from there. And the name the kids settled on is Bob. It is somebody from church my kids all really, really love. And, they just decided to name the baby Bob after him.
Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling.
Good morning, friends. I'm just getting up and moving this morning. Wanted to come check out our horse and its baby. So let me tell you guys a little bit about what happened here. We were given a rescue horse. The owner couldn't take care of her and she was pretty thin. So we got her, we fed her very liberally. We put them out on grass and stuff and we stake her out every day. And she finally gained some weight and she was finally looking good. And then out of nowhere, she started looking bony again. And I was like, what is wrong here? Because we had just struggled so hard, got her back up to a good weight. And then it was like she just dropped weight. And so I went ahead and I wormed her thinking that was the cause. And if that didn't work, we'd call the vet. So we wormed her. And 2 days later, a baby came out. So apparently while we were struggling to put the weight on her, she was trying to feed a baby. And so we were trying to put the weight on too, I guess. And so she has a baby and she's thin. And she has a baby and the baby's thin. But we are working hard. We've got some supplement for the baby. So we are supplementing a little bit of the bottles, but she does also have milk. We checked her. And so she is nursing. She is doing really great at being a mama. And baby is doing good, even though it's thin. But we're just working hard now, feeding her double portions and making sure that she is still getting enough to keep putting that weight back on and feed the baby. But I know they look thin. I'm aware. So if you want to leave a nasty comment, that's okay. We're doing the best we can. When we were giving her, she looked worse than she does now. And, we were really putting the feed to her. We have round bales out here. At one point, we had 4 round bales out here during the winter just to make sure that she was getting enough. And, she looked really good. I was proud of how far she came. But it was baby, I guess. But we're going to work hard on this. And if you guys watch my videos daily, you will see a transformation come among these two. But I just kind of wanted to tell you guys about that. Anyways, other than that, good morning. Happy Thursday. I just woke up, obviously. Look at me. But I just woke up. The lady over at the animal rescue had texted me and asked me how they were doing. And so I gave her an update as of last night. And then got up and came to check on them. And now I'm going to go check on my garden all the other animals are doing good as well, but I do want to check on my garden before it's time to take some kids to speech therapy. So we're doing the best we can. We're just going to work on pouring the feed to Mama and Baby. The lady from the animal rescue came over, checked on them yesterday, said even though they're thin, they're doing good, and kind of, you know, just keep pouring the feed to her, kind of help supplement some feed to Baby just to give Mama a chance to, you know, kind of put some on extra. But that's really all we can do. So here is the garden today. I have so many peppers this year. I mean, just tons. Hi, baby. You're not supposed to be on my plants. I am having the worst year with lettuce. This is my third planting. None of my spring mix came up except for that little tiny little bit right there. None of my romaine came up. None of my butter lettuce came up. But I did pick up this freckle lettuce here a few weeks ago. Planted it and a little of it came up. And last night Mika came out here and in between planted me some bib lettuce. So hopefully that comes up as well. But this is Swiss chard, and this is the red Swiss chard, and these are two of my favorite vegetables, and we are doing really good with these. We've already picked several times from the red and from the regular, and they're just doing good. Very soon I'm going to be canning some of this for winter. I absolutely love Swiss chard. I put it in soups, in stir fries, in scrambled eggs, and it's so healthy and we love it. My bell peppers are just going crazy this year. They're loaded down with all kinds of peppers. So we will definitely be freezing tons of peppers for winter. There's a bunch in there. I don't know if you can see. Yes, we see you, baby. We see you. There's some more on this one. Yes, there's Quick. Quick is a very lovey girl. There's more on that one. We have banana peppers and pepperoncini peppers, and I have not weeded down here if you can't tell. It's my project for today. My tomatoes are really starting to thrive. Down here, all of these are starting to get tomatoes on them, so we are so excited. The garden is taking off, finally. Okay, now this row, not only is it a little crooked, but it was literally thrown in here 3 days ago. The grocery store where I get the produce and stuff that I feed my bunnies and horses and chickens and whatever, they called me and they said, they just delivered us a shipment of plants we didn't order, and we told them we didn't order them, and they just said keep them. They were like, so do you want these? And so of course I said yes. So that got me like 20 new tomato plants and like 100 new pepper plants. So we put in this row in between two other rows, and we just popped all these peppers in this row. We put some tomatoes in between my other tomatoes. We put some down at the end of the garden over by our corn where my yellow corn didn't come up, but my blue corn did. And we also gave some away. But yeah, so I have a row of peppers that are kind of ugly, but they're growing and they're turning green. And like the first day they kind of looked rough because it's been in the hundreds. So there is our super crooked row of 100 pepper plants. I'm going to be canning like the lifetime supply of pepper jelly and cowboy candy and who knows what else, maybe just pickled jalapenos this year, because if these all produce, I'm going to be overloaded with peppers this year. But you know, they were free and you can never have enough, right? I mean, because if it's something you can freeze or can or prep in any way, that's more food for your family. And so I mean, CJ and I just came out here. It was like heat index of 112, and we just moved our butts as fast as we could and started planting things. But yeah, that's what is going on with our crooked row there. Okay, so here is my kind of oops, because I've never used a trellis in the garden, but I know that cucumbers can trellis, and I know that these green beans can trellis, so I planted them next to each other before reading that they don't like each other. So I think that's why my cucumbers are going so slowly, and these green beans, because my green beans over here in this corner, which I forgot to show you guys, they are getting babies already, but these are not. But these are cucumbers, and they are getting flowers, and they are starting to vine up. So, yeah, you see flowers? So we will be getting cucumbers soon, but I think that's why they're growing so slowly, is that they don't necessarily want to be friends right now, but I kind of oopsed. But these are our green beans. And then this is a disappointment, but my peas were doing so good. They were up to like right there, the top of those shorter squares. And they were starting to kind of vine up. And then we got like 12 inches of rain over like 2.5 weeks. We got a ton of rain here. And my garden was like floating in water, and they turned brown. Most of them died. So we did plant new ones here yesterday while we were watering the garden. I left the few that were kind of green still to see if they'll come back. But that's my peas. I was really hoping to get enough to can, so hopefully more come up and do well. I mean, because that's kind of sad. Okay, this is okra. We have a whole bunch of okra going on, but we actually don't eat it like fried or anything like that, although I am going to try some air fryer recipes that I recently found. But what we do is we pickle tons of okra, because I don't know, pickled okra here is like $9 a jar, and my kids eat that stuff like it's candy. Okay, so those are the tomato plants we planted where my corn didn't come up. But we didn't plant those till the next day, and they're looking a little rough, but they're springing back just slowly. And then that's my blue corn. And I was told we can eat that pretty young, but if you let it get too tough, you just have to make cornmeal, which is fine. No big deal. I will do that. And then all of this is squash, cantaloupes, watermelons. I'll just kind of quickly show you guys that. I don't see any squash on that one just yet. This is my favorite vegetable right here. See that? Scallop squash is my favorite. It's like literally the reason I plant the garden is the scallop squash. I don't think we have any watermelon yet, but we do have flowers. I mean, I haven't really searched the plants too thoroughly. We might have one, who knows? But they are doing really good. I think my watermelon's doing better here than it ever did over in my old location. My muskmelon, I know I have tons on here. I've been watching these. Let's see. Yep, see, there's one. But these are doing really good. I've got one there and one over there. This is an oops, not an oops, but there, and over in the end. A bunch of pumpkins came up because kids smashed pumpkins out here last year. So we just kind of let them go because why not? Let's see. There's some squash in there. Some yellow squash. My watermelons down here are going a little bit slower than the ones at the front, but they're going. Okay, let's see. There's more squash. These are just yellow crooknecks. So we got a bunch of those carrying on and doing well. Look at this. I'm so excited. We get some zucchini soon enough. There's actually a few on this plant. They're kind of hiding up in there. See them? And then there's one of our random pumpkins. We went ahead and last night planted another cucumber plant over here just to see if these do better than those. And then last year's garden had some Brussels sprouts come up, and Penny transplanted them over here, and they're springing right back. So we might get some Brussels sprouts, and she's excited about that because she loves them. I don't think we have any pumpkins on here yet, but there's more of the pumpkin vine. It's just kind of going everywhere. Let me actually turn it back around to kind of come this direction and not over here on top of my other zucchini. So here we have more zucchini going on, and it's just taken off all on its own as well. So soon enough, there will be zucchini bread. Yeah, I don't see any watermelons yet. These are actually seeds off of a honeydew that we were eating the morning we started the garden. I just stuck them in the ground and hoped for the best, and I've got several of them that are growing and flowering, so hopefully we get some honeydew. This is my dill that I use when I make pickles. It's doing pretty good. It was coming up really good, and then we got all that rain and slowed it down, but it's taken back off again. Anyway, that's just a quick update of the garden. I'm gonna go get my sprinkler going and start getting kids up that need to get ready for speech. And I need to take out something for breakfast because spent all my time with the horses and the garden. I don't have time to make breakfast. I also need to pick up eggs, so I don't have eggs. But we do have some freezer sheet pan pancakes I'm gonna take out, or the kids can have cereal. I'll ask whoever is awake first and see what they want. Since Bubba was the first one up, he picked these chocolate banana muffins and fruit. So I'm going to wash some blueberries and strawberries, and that's breakfast today. This is always nice when you're already late leaving home. Hope I'm far enough over. Yeah. Bubba is a firm believer in safety first, huh, Bubba? So his puppy dog is wearing its seatbelt. And he just bought himself some handcuffs, so now he is ready to go to jail. But as soon as Mika gets out of the store, she's using the bathroom. We're parked out front. We are going to head home. We're done at speech and occupational therapy. We came in here to the dollar store just to grab some stuff for their snack tub at home, some jerky, crackers, just a few basic things, and then we're headed home.
I'll be alright.
Okay, so I have my air fryer oven going with some onion rings and some pork cutlets. I have some mashed potatoes, some kale with diced up bacon, onion, and some butter, and then some green beans with some bacon and butter. The cutlets came with some gravy packets, so I have those heating up in some warm water as per the directions. And if anybody wants the gravy, they can have the gravy with their pork, and if they don't, they don't. But it has been a very long, very busy day, and I am tired, and it was a quick dinner I pulled together in about 20 minutes. Thank you guys so much for coming along today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys soon with another new one. Bye.
If I'm